Hello, everyone. Rhonda here. Rhonda Live, Evangelist Austin, Evangelist Rhonda. And I'm so glad you're here back at the channel. And as you know, I have been talking about my half marathon experience. And so today I want to focus on why has it been so hard to stay consistent? I have two main reasons I want to share. And maybe you can find yourself in these reasons and it can help you out. But life happens. Y'all know I got my notes over here. So life happens, emotions happen. We're up one day, we can be down the next day. And before we know it, we're here again. Disappointment sets in, and you feel like you're starting day one all over again when it comes to your health journey. And so many times I found myself with no hope. What's the point of trying again? I'm just not going to get to the goals that I want to get to. And all that is really a defeating mindset. And so I just made up in my mind that I was not going to have a day one anymore, that I was going to pivot and keep try another method. So when my husband and I first got married, and I would get overwhelmed, sometimes frustrated when things were not happening as I thought they should happen. And he would always say, Rhonda, there's always another way. There's always another way. And so I really embraced that mindset when I restarted training again and chose not to have a day one ever again, because there's always another day. And the journey that we're on that I was on, it was preparing me for the half marathon. That means um, when I started, I didn't have to be perfect. I didn't have to be able to know how to run a half marathon. The goal was to prepare to run, to be able to to be able to endure when that day came. So being flexible and finding other ways was really the heartbeat of me remaining consistent. And if I missed a workout, making it a normal routine to figure out, okay, when am I going to get this workout done? Is it going to be tomorrow? Is it going to be in 2 days? It literally became a part of my normal activity of learning how to pivot, learning how to endure if something happens. So let's get into why it's been so hard for me to stay consistent. And like I said, maybe you'll find yourself in these two main reasons, and you can learn from my journey and decide that you're not going to have any more first days, and just try to do things now to make it better. So if you don't want to do it all on your own, I do want to put this plug in that I'm doing a Joyfit Reset um, in the worshipers community. And it's going to start, I was going to start on June the 1st, but I decided to start the week after because I'll be traveling right when I come back. And so I'm going to start the week after. So if you're interested, please make sure that you take time. You can literally scan this QR code or go to www.rondalot.com, setlist seller, and you can find all the information there. And if that's too much for you to remember, always check the comments or the captions below this video, and it has everything in there that you need to know. So let's get into it. How did I move from being inconsistent too consistent to be able to do this half marathon? I want y'all to join me too, because working out and being healthy is so much better when you have people who have similar goals to help you succeed. But I'll talk about that in just a minute. Okay, so number one, I set unrealistic goals. So it was literally me setting unrealistic goals and timelines, which contributed to me not being consistent. I did not align my goals with my life. So what that meant, I would set a goal like, oh girl, you're going to lose 20 pounds in 21 days, hardcore crash dieting, not taking into consideration that I was going to have some travel days. That was unrealistic and inconsistent. And sometimes, of course, when I did not meet the goal, when I stopped working out because I had to travel 2 days, emotions set in. I felt like I was a disappointment. And then that's 14 days already passed that I'm feeling some type of way about my 21 days that was unsuccessful. And now we are at 35 days, a whole new month where I was not showing up for myself consistently. So I stopped setting unrealistic goals and began to enjoy the process of learning more about myself, learning more about my body, what I like, what my body liked for me to eat versus what I like to eat. Come on here. And then I would say that when I began to set a goal that was realistic, I would take in consideration what is going on in my life. When am I going to be able to shop? When can I actually put in the workouts? And the workouts were like dates, you all. You know, when you in love and you're talking to someone, you set up that date, or you're trying to get to know someone, you set up that date. You don't let anything get in between you and going to go out with that person. And so my workouts became staples in my calendar. And when I saw myself winning my day or winning a moment, I didn't feel like a failure anymore. I was able to actually say, oh, you can do this. And what happens if you do this consistently for a week? What happens if you consistently do this for 3 days? And so everything, my skin started to look better. I started to have better emotions. So if it doesn't work out, just know that failure is not a bad thing. Failures produce opportunities for growth, redirection, and success. Look, I'm not giving up on my health journey, even when I took a month to recover because my body was going through different things. It's my muscles. I'm not giving up on my health journey. I am building on what worked, and then I am learning from what did not work. And so that's the way I started to look at failures. Because personally, I refuse to be an overweight praise and worship leader. Praise God. I refuse to um, be given out of breath when I'm singing and or preaching. Nope, it is not happening. It is not meant for me. Okay. If I can do something to help my body be better, not only to lose weight, but to feel good and be stronger. I can remember so vividly when my 3.5 miles felt good. Like when I finished, I was like, I feel strong. No, the scale did not change that particular week, which I was like wild out about, but I felt so much stronger and I was excited about doing it again. Okay, number 2. The other thing that prevented me from being inconsistent was I didn't have an established rhythm. So I kind of talked about that a little bit, how I would schedule my workouts, but in my next video I'm going to talk about specifically the rhythm that I use that was successful, my personal rhythm, and that rhythm served as a baseline. And then that was like on a perfect day baseline. And then there were things that I would do if I did not, um, or if I was not able to meet that particular goal or that rhythm of the day. So I didn't have a rhythm before. I would just get up, no rhythm, no pattern. And look, success is seen when we do small, consistent patterns over time. Small, consistent patterns over time. It is definitely not a microwave experience. It is a journey. And as I said, I don't want you to have to walk this journey alone. I had amazing support when I was preparing for my half marathon, and that's why I want to do just kind of 8 weeks to help you establish rhythms in the worshiper suite. I'm going to share specific meal plans that you can have for the 8 weeks. I'm going to share the workouts that we'll be doing together, give you encouragement every day, and then we'll meet at least twice in June and then twice in July. I want to see and help you shift your mind, shift your thoughts. And like I said, when we do it together, it's so much funner. And I'm excited about coaching you because we have to be well worshipers. We have to be uh, fit, not only spiritually, but emotionally and physically. Thank y'all so much for joining this week as we talked about some of the things that helped me move from inconsistency to consistency. Again, next week, come back. I'm going to share my specific rhythm and maybe you can implement some of these things in your life. If you have questions about the worshiper suite or questions about the Joyfit Reset, please definitely put it below. And as always, please make sure you comment or like so I can know that you're here. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm wearing my King's Runner t-shirt. This was when I did the 10K before the half marathon. And of course, they give you a t-shirt with your registration. And it was great. Now, for that one, oh my gosh, I was so dehydrated, y'all. I did not drink enough water. I did not have enough electrolytes. But guess what? Your girl finished. Okay. Y'all have the most amazing day. And until next time, we'll talk with